Today, a story for fun. If you've been on my channel for a while, you might have noticed that Mondays, at least right now, what I do is a video where I talk about twin flame stuff. And then Tuesdays, I do general spiritual topics. And today is a general spiritual topic, but the thing I'm going to talk about just happened to kind of come through with my experiences long ago with my twin flame. So like when we originally met, the whole runner chaser bit, right? All that stuff. And just some interesting things that happened, or an interesting thing that happened through that experience. I saw a real angel, and it looked like a person, but I swear to God it was an angel. And I think you might agree after you hear the story. So first, the setup. This was a while ago, long time ago, when it was still like the runner chaser back and forth thing with my twin flame. You know, she was always trying to reject me, and then she would come in a little bit and then reject me again and come in a little bit and reject me again and then ghost me and then start talking to me again, and you know the story, right? Okay, so we were chatting over the text one evening. It was a Sunday evening, and she sent me a screenshot of something she saw in a Facebook group. And it was just, I think it was something about the upcoming eclipse or something. And we were just talking, everything was fine, you know, we were just chit-chatting about whatever. And she sent me this thing about the eclipse, and it was interesting, and it was fine. And it was from Facebook, and the little logo for the Facebook group that she got it from was there on the screenshot, and it was an elephant. The logo was an elephant. And like 30 seconds later, for some unknown reason, there was really no trigger, seemingly. Maybe there was a trigger, a subconscious trigger, or like my subconscious mind was looking into the future, why I'm saying that might make more sense to you by the time you're done watching. I don't know. But for some unknown reason at the time, it was just completely arbitrary. I decided to get mad and start arguing with her about why she should be with me, and I know you love me, and stop trying to lie. Because you know how sometimes some of you, many of you, you may recall, if you came here from a twin flame background, like sometimes during the whole runner chaser bit with your twin, you look at their actions and you know they're into you, right? You look at their actions and it's like, well, come on, I know you care about me, I know you love me, whatever it is. But then if you tell them that flat out, they deny it, they shut you down. No, I don't. You know, it's a thing. Why, right? Go watch my other videos. You'll figure out the reason why. Your twin flame doesn't know. They don't know why they do that. And I actually made a video about that called "What Does My Twin Flame Feel? What Do They Go Through?" Well, anyway, again, this is not a twin flame video. I'm just setting up the situation that happened with this person who I believe was an angel, a real angel. Strange to say. Well, anyway, we started arguing about I know you love me, and no, I don't, and I'm not going to be with you, and then why do you do this? Well, you know, back and forth. And it ended with us like arguing and all that, and then we just kind of stopped texting, and I went to bed. And there was still a little bit of the dark night of the soul going on with me, right? And so I bawled and the whole bit with dark night of the soul, and went to sleep. And then the next day, I got out of bed and I went to work. Now, a little background first. this has relevance. So there was something that happened prior to this, maybe 4 months prior to this, at the very beginning when we first met, and I was like all trying to impress her, and I wasn't very athletic. I exercise every day now, by choice, but back then I was just trying to like impress her, and she likes to go running, and I would meet her at this gym and we would go running together because I was all trying to impress her, and I knew I needed to exercise too, so I was kind of like, well, you needed, I was using that as an excuse. Well, anyway, one day when I was running by myself outdoors somewhere, I don't know what happened. I like landed wrong on my leg or something. I don't know the exact moment when it happened, but I must have like twisted the joint of my knee or something happened, because I messed up a ligament in my knee. And it was actually this knee over here. And I went to a knee specialist, not just a regular doctor, but a knee specialist. And he found the exact spot, the precise place on my knee, about that big, which was the source of the pain. And the pain by this time, when I had gone to the doctor, had spread all throughout my leg. It hurt. It hurt really bad, you guys. The pain just like up and down my leg. And the doctor starts feeling around on my knee to try to find exactly what part of my knee is messed up. Is it broken? Is it damaged? What's going on? And he starts doing this. He goes like we're gonna pretend that this is my knee, right? He goes, here, no, 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 here. Ah! It was like that, right? Like he kept trying different spots, and I'm going, no, 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 no. Ah! And all he did was just like barely touch the spot, but he found it. He's a doctor. That's what they do, right? He found the precise little spot, and it's a ligament in my knee. And, he said, just stay off of it. No more running. It'll get better. And this was years ago, and it still gets a little tense at times. I can't really do running. I'll do like the treadmill for a little while, ride the bike vigorously, working out, exercise, that kind of thing. But it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. It just gets a little like tense or something sometimes. Well, anyway, so that was a good 4 months prior to this text conversation that we had, where she sent me the screenshot from the Facebook group with the little elephant symbol, right? And then we argued about, you should be with me, gosh darn it, I don't want to be with you, and we're just friends, and oh, maybe I should just stop talking to you, and I'm going to block you, and she starts threatening all this. And then I go to bed, and I cry, and I go to sleep. And then I get up the next morning, and I'm thinking about the fight that we had the night before. I go to work. I get on the train. So at the time, I worked in a major downtown area and lived far away. And there's a train that goes, it was pretty close to where I lived at the time, right into the center of the downtown area that I worked in. So I would take this train into work every morning, and I get on the train and sat down, and it was pretty early in the morning. Nobody's on the train except for me and a couple other people. But by the time you make it to the city where I worked, the train is full. People get on all throughout. It was like the second or third stop, because I get on the train at the very beginning and get off at the very end. So of the route, right? So we get to the second or third stop, and this woman gets on that I've never seen before. I never saw her ever again after this. I had been riding that train, same time, every day. Same train, same time, every day. And I had even gotten on the train, because I'll get on the train like the one before the one that I usually take, or the one after the one that I usually take sometimes. So it's not like, oh, she gets on the train before and you've just never seen her, or the train after and you've just never seen her because this one time she got on your train. You know, I've been on all three trains, the one before the one that I usually take and the one after the one that I usually take. I've never seen this woman ever, and I have been riding the train for years. I take the train at all different times, coming home, going to work, whatever. Different cars, I'll ride different cars, you know, because there's 4 cars to the train. Never seen this woman, and I never saw her again after this. And she was so freaky deaky, you guys. She gets on the train and she sits down right across from me. And the whole time, I feel like she's doing this to me. Watching me the whole time. Never, ever taking her eyes off of me. Looking right at me. Looking into my soul. Looking right at me. Watching me. Watching me. Why is she watching me? She won't stop. Now, here's the thing. She never looked at me even one time, you guys. She never looked at me even one fucking time. Not even once. Not even once. But the whole time, I don't know what it was, you guys. It was like I could sense it. She was watching me the whole time. What? How is she doing this? I don't know what it was, guys. I don't know. You know how when you pull up to a red light and you're sitting at the red light and the person next to you is looking at you and something tells you to just look over and they're looking at you. Why did you look? You never look over for no reason. There was no sound or noise or anything. You just subconsciously, you can feel the person watching you. Has that ever happened to you? It was like that, only way more intense. It was like she was fucking watching me. Like I'm watching you. I got my eye on you. I'm watching you. We're watching you. Like that. She might as well have said it to me. Just with great intent. Just, we're watching you. We're watching you, Kurt. We're watching you. We are watching you, Kurt. And she never looked at me. She never looked at me even once. It was so weird and creepy. Because I felt her watching me. But she never looked at me. Okay, anyway, so that was going on. And this gets better. This woman... This woman was wearing elephant pants. Pants with little elephants all over it. A blouse with elephants all over it. A jacket with elephants all over it. A scarf with elephants all over it. A purse with elephants all over it. She also had a bag with a big elephant embroidered on it. She had motherfucking elephant ear. I'm not making this up. She had elephant earrings. She had an elephant pendant, an elephant ring, an elephant necklace, elephant socks, and little elephants on her boots. Okay. Rode the whole train into town with this woman sitting across from me like this. And she wasn't doing anything. She was just sitting there. Never looked at me once, but she was watching me. I just felt her. It was so bizarre. It was so weird. It was so weird. I know this sounds fucking weird, but this is the way it was. Now, we're about to get off the train. I'm about to get off the train. Okay? I'm about to get off the train. And remember, I hurt my knee, remember, like 4 months prior, trying to impress my twin flame, right? I'm about to get off the train. It's like 30 seconds before I'm about to stand up and go over to the door because the train's about to stop and I need to get off. Right before I'm going to get up, this woman reaches over. So this is the spot. We're going to pretend this is my knee again. This is the spot right here on my knee that is the source of the pain. And my knee wasn't hurting that bad at this point. It had been 4 months. It was starting to get better, but you could still feel it right there. Or like if I sat for too long, it kind of hurt, you know. But this woman, like 15, 20 seconds before I'm about to stand up to get off the train, she reaches over and she goes, right there. She just one time, just reaches over and just right there, right on the spot. No, she did not accidentally brush her hand across my knee. This was not an accident. She went like this. She didn't look at me. Her head was looking that way, and her hand was going right on the little tiny spot on my knee, so precisely on the spot. And it wasn't like, oh, whoops, like that. It was like, like that, with her fingertip, like, okay? She was very precise. Never looked at me. She didn't look at what she was doing with her hand. She just she just knew where to do that. How did she know this? Ugh! My first reaction in my head, because it hurt, my first reaction in my mind was, oh, you fucking bitch! Right? Oh, you fucking bitch! Oh, that hurt! I get off the train. I just wanted to get away from this woman. I get off the train and I go, what the fuck is up with elephants? What is it? Because I knew it had to have something to do with elephants. Oh my God. Okay. So I get to work, I get on the internet, and I look it up, and the universe, my spirit guides, whoever it is, knows that I know all about dream symbols, and whenever I see something, a symbol or something, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to look up, is to see if there's a dream symbol about it. And sure enough, elephant means you need to be patient. You need to be patient. So what started this? Well, I was arguing with my twin flame about we should be together. And the universe was trying to tell me you need to be patient. Also, another time, like a couple of months later, I was upset at my twin flame again. And it was the same thing. We should be together, you know. And I was just in my head about it. I went for a walk around the block. And as I'm coming back to the building, By the time I made it back to the building, I'm going to go inside. What I was thinking was, I'm going to march right in there, and I'm going to get my phone, and I'm going to tell her, I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. You should be with me. What are you doing? I was going to start shit with my twin flame again, right? And right as I started having that thought, I'm going to walk in the door, that thought starts, you should go in there right now, you know. I look over, and there's somebody wearing a t-shirt with a fucking elephant on it. And so I said, okay, all right. Chill out, right? Now, get this. Right before we came into Union, I was having Thanksgiving with my family, and one of my family members shows up with a t-shirt that has 2 elephants on it. And with their what do they call the trunk, with the elephants' trunks, the 2 elephants on the t-shirt had their trunks crossed in the shape of a heart, like their trunks crossed, and they made a heart shape. And that was right before, you know, Union, what you guys call Union, right? Or what you think Union is anyway. So that happened. So that's interesting how the universe communicates with us, and that's a symbol that the universe knows that I know. But the angel, the woman on the train, that's what this video is about. That's what this video is about, not my twin flame. If you want to leave all your twin flame comments in the comment section, fine, whatever. But this video is not about my twin flame. It's about, I saw a fucking angel. I mean, what else could it have been? I swear to God, that woman probably got off the train a couple of stops after me and like walked behind a wall and evaporated or something. You know? It was just the most bizarre experience. She had this really weird energy too. Just, there was something about her that was different. And it didn't make me uncomfortable, but it was otherworldly, this energy. Well, anyway, I just thought I would share that story with you for fun. I thought you guys might think it's interesting. Thank you for watching. See you later.